Good evening and welcome back to another episode of Touchdown Talk. I'm your host, Brett Smith. Today is October 2nd, 2025. We have week 6 upon us here. So today we are going to get into our previews and predictions like normal, best bets for the week. I've got 7 bets for this weekend. And I like every single one of them. Maybe one is a little iffy, and that's one of the Saturday night games. But here's kind of the layout of the video. You guys like money? And listen up, because the past 2 weeks I have gone, 11-5 in my straight bets. And I'm looking to improve on that this week. So, first we're going to get into, I don't have any weekend bets or any weekday bets, so nothing tonight and nothing tomorrow. Nothing really stuck out to me. But as you guys know, if you go over to my Twitter, then I may throw a live bet on there or kind of a before game kickoff type of thing. Other than that, if you guys are new here, be sure please leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot, just kind of keeps me going, sees that you guys want this content. You guys want to be making some money. But without further ado, let's kick off my best bets of week 6. So kicking it off, 11 a.m. kickoff, actually. We have a few. We have 3 in the 11 a.m. slate. So we have Michigan minus 16.5 against Wisconsin. Right now it's minus 17, but I bought down just in case. But I think Michigan runs away with this game. Wisconsin has looked terrible, I guess you could say, this year. Whether it's at home or on the road, they just cannot figure it out. I think Michigan in the big house, a huge win against Nebraska, just kind of rights the ship, gets Bryce Underwood more confident to throw the ball, but also you've seen what he's done with his legs. I mean, if throwing the ball's not there, then running the ball is. So, not much more to explain in that one. Just take minus 16.5 and move on. You don't even have to watch that game. Just keep up with the score. The next one, we got Iowa State money line against Cincinnati at Cincinnati. So I have that at plus 105 right now. It just feels like the wrong team is favored. Cincinnati minus 1.5. I haven't seen too much from Cincinnati this year to really make me side with them here, whereas Rocco Beck and this Iowa State team has done really well this season. And this is kind of their first true road test, so we'll see how this goes. But it's in an environment that kind of isn't too hostile, where it kind of favors you there. So if Cincinnati's minus 1.5 at home, I'm looking at that as a 3-point swing on a neutral field, and Iowa State would be favored. So give me their money line. I expect to walk away with a field goal win, maybe even a touchdown. But then moving on to my last 11 o'clock game, Georgia, Kentucky, under 48.5. This game feels like a snooze fest. 20.5 was too much of a spread for me to take because Kirby Smart, for some reason, in games like this, where he is a 3-touchdown favorite against a conference opponent, is 1-10. And you saw last year at Kentucky, I mean, it was down to the wire. Carson Beck, I know this team's a little different, but coming off a loss, I would expect them to kind of revamp a little bit on both sides of the ball. But I think Georgia, if they cover, it's a 31-10, right at that line. Kentucky may not even score this game. They may be a little pissed off from last weekend. So give me that under there. And then another team that had a tough loss last week, looking for a big bounce back spot here, is Penn State. Penn State has, UCLA at UCLA. Maybe one of the worst teams in the country. Definitely in the Power 4, though. Just a little lower than Arkansas. But Penn State at UCLA. I think Drew Aller has a big game against this defense. I think where you didn't see flashes of him passing the ball, where he's got a good wide receiver core from the transfer portal, I think you see it in this game. Penn State should roll this game, and that's exactly what I'm expecting them to do. I think on all sides of this ball, they're going to be firing. So give me, and I think their defense is going to be a little mad after Oregon walking in last week and just kind of doing whatever they wanted in the second half. I mean, it was 3-3 of that game, but yeah, I mean, Nico's going to have a rough game. So give me Penn State minus 24.5. I know it's a lot of points, but hey. Next, 2:30 game, SEC, Texas at Florida, in a game that people would have thought would have been one of the bigger games in the SEC this year, and it still has implications on either side. But you're looking at it and you're like, man, what could have been if both teams were just kind of playing up to what they thought they would be. This game, I'm taking Florida +6 solely because Billy Napier's job rides on this. Down in the swamp, it's going to be an electric atmosphere. The game total is 42.5. So I'm expecting a low-scoring 20-17 type of ball game, 21-17. It could even be 17-14 because both of these two teams rank in 100+ in third down efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. So if you're backed up 3rd and 9, back at your own sticks, I mean, I'm expecting a lot of punts this game. So the over-under being that low kind of scares me, but I think it's a closer game than 6 points. I think Florida could even get their season-defining win. They had one last year. Who knows? Maybe this could be the game that rides the ship, but right now I'm writing off Billy Napier, plain and simple. Another 2:30 game, college game day is there. Down in Tuscaloosa, we have Bama against Vanderbilt in the Diego Pavia Smack Talk Bowl. I mean, this guy's going to talk his head off forever. And this year, rightfully so. But they're 10.5-point dogs. And Alabama just came off a big win at Georgia. Kirby Smart just lost at home for the first time in 33 games. I think this is a big momentum builder if you're Alabama. I really do. Like, last week was huge. Huge. Now, this is one where you take that next step forward and you go out and you dominate an opponent who's 5-0, but hasn't really played a whole bunch of good teams. And so you're looking at this as on the schedule where they're number 16 in the nation. You beat them by 17. It's looking pretty good. It's looking like the Bama team everybody thought before Florida State walked all over you in week 1, which if you had to play that game again, I'd take Bama all day long. I mean, realistically, this Bama team is what I was expecting week 1 and just to build on. But now they had to do some things here and there. Had to get some momentum back after that because that was just a real big shot in the face. Now, it's a 10.5-point spread. I'm thinking Bama could roll here. And that's exactly what I'm taking them to do. I think they know that Kalen Moore has a bad taste in his mouth after last year, being ranked number 1 and getting kind of embarrassed at Vanderbilt when you have a home crowd there. So give me Alabama minus 10.5 for this week. Or for this game, I'm sorry. Last one I'm iffy on, but really a side is too hard to pick. Miami at Florida State in what I thought would have been college football. College Game Day, excuse me. I think both offenses are very prolific. Miami's defense is legit. You really haven't seen too much from Florida State to say their defense is legit after giving up 34 and losing at Virginia last week. I'm going the over here strictly because I don't like a side in this. It's too hard to pick a side. It's -4 for Miami. I think the right team is favored in that. I wouldn't be surprised for it to be a 3-point game. But over 54, I want to see some nighttime fireworks. And I think this crowd's going to be crazy. We're going to not, I mean, besides Alabama this year, you're not going to see a crazier crowd from Florida State. You didn't last year. There's about 4,000 fans there. So Florida State's giving something for their fans to be excited for this year, and rightfully so. I mean, they've earned it, besides the loss last week. But this is a chance to kind of make a statement as well and kind of just come out and pop Miami in the mouth because they really haven't been tested by except Notre Dame. I don't even say Florida is a test right now because you dog walked all over them 26-7. So give me over 54. Iffy bet. Do what you guys want with that. But here's a little recap. Michigan -16.5. Iowa State money line +105. Georgia, Kentucky under 48. Penn State -24.5. Florida +6. Bama -10.5. And Miami, Florida State over 54. So guys, that is it. Those are my 7 bets. Now just take those, sit back, watch some college football on Saturday, and then I will talk to you guys hopefully Monday or Tuesday. But if you guys are new here, like I've said again, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.